Hello. All right, so we have heard the theory till now, and let's discuss how we can actually do the hands on. We are going to use IMS Global Reference Implementation to create both platform, which is LMS, and tool, which is content provider. Think of this as dress rehearsal. Even if we care about only building the tool, we should set up both sides to make sure Handshake works and we understand all the claims needed and required by the other party. So, as a first step, we would create the keys as we need the digital identity. Let's navigate to generate key page. Here, on clicking generate key set, I would receive one private and one public key. I would use this for platform, and in other tab, I am creating one more pair for tool. Please note, if we refresh on this page, the keys would vanish and new keys would be generated. So either copy them somewhere or keep these tab open, and as this is one time use. So we have done keys generation. Now let's create the platform, which is our next step, which is creating a house where our user would reside. So we are here on the IMS Global platform page. Let's navigate to dashboard first for the platforms. So here we have a button for add platform. Let's click on this, and we are on this form where we will provide the name for our platform. Let's give it as LMS. Let's give it similar client ID. In audience, we would give the same URL as we are registering both platform and tool in the same site. So our tool is on the same URL. So I would give the same URL in audience. For tool deep link service endpoint, we will not register this for now. After creating the tool, we would add this endpoint. For platform public key, let's copy the public key from the first tab. Let's also copy the private key. So you might be wondering why we have copied the private key and saving it over here, and it would be visible to everyone. So as this is a test platform, this is visible. Otherwise, in actual real world scenario, this would be very safe and not exposed. So now we have to also provide the tool's public key. This is needed because the tool will send the payload after encrypting with its private key, and we need to decode that message. So we would require the tool's public key to understand that message. There's also an option to provide the JWT key set URL. This is a URL on hitting which we would receive this similar key. As we don't have that URL right now, we have pasted the key simply over here. This will be stored under platform. So let's hit save, and our platform would be created. Now we have successfully created our platform. Let's move to next step, which is deployment. Navigating back to our platform page, under platform keys, we will click on add platform key. Here we would give a name. Let's say it is deployment 1, and ID is deployment ID is also 1. Let's hit save, and a deployment is created for the platform. So we are also done with deployment. Now let's create the tool. We have navigated to the tool dashboard page under IMS Global. Let's click on add tool, give it a name. I'm giving the name similar to our platform. We need to give the same client ID we registered under platform. So I have copied it and pasted it under the client ID. Let's also provide the private key of the tool. Now we would have to give the deployment ID we generated in the earlier step. It was 1, so I have added 1. Now we have to provide these three URLs which are related to platform. We got these URLs after creating our platform. So under O2 access token URL, let's copy this value and paste it here. For OIDC, let's copy this and paste here. For key set URL, we would have to navigate to platform keys and copy this specific URL. Let's click on create tool and we can see our tool is successfully created. If we hit the specific key set URL, we can see we have this key which we earlier registered. This is the public key of platform. So now moving to next step, which is creating courses and link. Let's navigate to platform. Under platform, we have courses. We would click on add course. Let's give the title and label as math. We are skipping the type of context. Now let's navigate back to platform. Click on resource link. We will add the resource link. We would select the context we have just created, which was math, and algebra activity as our specific resource. Let's skip the description. We would have to provide the tool link URL and login initiation URL. So let's navigate to the tool dashboard page. So under unclaimed tool, we have this CP training course one we just registered. Under this, we have tool launch URL. Let's copy this. Let's paste this over here. And for login initiation URL, let's copy this URL. We are leaving the role for blank as for learner and click on save. So we have successfully created this resource link. Let's hit back and also create line item under the courses. We have view line item, add line item. We would we would link the resource link for algebra activity. Resource ID can be we can have the maximum score as 100. Let's add the label as algebra line item and skip rest of the. Now we would hit back and we can see we have this line item. Now let's navigate back to platforms. Let's see, this is our platform. We have only tool deep link endpoint URL which we have not configured yet. So let's edit this and add this URL. For this URL, we would have to copy the tool specific URL for deep link and add it over here. Let's click save, and we have also added this URL which we earlier skipped. So we are done with this configuration, and if we navigate to resource links and select user for launch, this is the default user. So here we have moment of truth on sending this request. We are done with setup of keys, platform, deployment, tool, courses, and link. Now we have to perform the launch, and if it's successful, then our bridge is working fine between both LMS and CP. So here, this is the initiation initiating login from tool for algebra activity. If we post this request, we would get some response and this handshake would happen. And finally, if we submit everything, the launch is successful and it's valid. So our setup is done correctly and everything is working fine. Handshake was successful. In next video, we would understand the specific payloads which we just submitted right now and how the handshake was happening between both and what were the specific messages and claims. That's all. Thank you.